It depends what you eat and where you get it from. Yes, you can live without supplements if you eat enough of the right foods, but most people don't have the right foods. Or they eat farm foods that were raised on farms where there was no more magnesium in the ground and they're lacking mineral. And most of the food you buy is not picked ripe anyway. So unless you grow it yourself, it's going to be difficult to get all the right nutrients. But yes, it is possible. There is no easy answer for this. It's are you growing your own food and what's in the soil? There's so many variables for it. There are some supplements I recommend people get, like magnesium, possibly a bit of zinc or something. But, for the most part, like there's B12 in my green formula because the stuff that I use is really good. It's really strong. You can get B12 from plant sources, and your body produces some too, but you have to have the right conditions. Your probiotics in your gut produce B12. If you grow your own food in the garden and you pick it out of the ground and eat it, you're getting B12. But if you buy stuff that's been washed and it doesn't have a lot of nutrition, then yeah, you need to have some help. But it depends on where you get your food. That's really the bottom line. Well, that happens anyway. If you have the right diet, again, with the right foods, you get all the minerals that you need. You will get strong teeth. If you eat too much sugar or sweet things or agave or honey or anything that feeds bacteria, then the bacteria is going to start eating up your breeding in your mouth. The mouth is alkaline. It has to be because because acid dissolves teeth. So it's the only part of the body that really has to be alkaline, and that breeds bacteria, and that's why people have a lot of gum disease and bleeding gums and things like that. Teeth need minerals, obviously, and if you get enough minerals in your food, then you're fine, but most people don't have the right minerals. So again, it's down to having the right minerals, not being stressed out, having not enough. I mean, you just need the right building materials. Every living thing on the planet has a purpose. You just have to know how to use it. Some things you cannot eat raw or straight because it's too strong. People say it's poison or something. Well, it's just medicine that's too strong to eat straight. Rhubarb root is a good. It helps you go to the bathroom. It's really good for helping move things out of you, but you have to know how much to take and how to use it. Taro is just a root. It's just starch. It's all it is. It's just pure starch, just like any kind of root. Especially if you cook it or boil it, you're going to get heavy starch that turns into sugar in your body, which is not really great. But again, it's how you use it. You have to know how to use the things in the right way. There's a use for everything. You just have to know how to prepare it and use it. I'm not telling people to go munch. I mean, when I was a kid, we had a rhubarb patch out back, and we used to eat it just right out. Not the leaves. The leaves are poison, but the stalk, you can eat a bit of that. But it's high in oxalic acid, so anybody who has kidney issues, you should not touch it because oxalic acid is, it's not good for your kidneys. But if you're healthy, a little bit taken at the right time is okay. You just have to know when and how. Nothing to do with it. It has to do with how clean and healthy you are. The cleaner your body is, the better it works. The better it works, the less it needs. If you are dirty inside and not working right, then you're not going to get a lot of nutrition into your body. And that's why people have to eat more, because they have to eat a lot of food just to get a little bit of nutrition. If you're clean and eating the really good foods, then just a little bit will give you all the nutrition you need, and it goes right into your bloodstream. Most people are not clean inside, and they're low in stomach acid because the modern life lowers your stomach acid, stress, not sleeping right, not having the right nutrients. So you're not going to absorb enough nutrition into your system, and then you become depleted. But if you're again working, everything is right, then no, you don't need a lot of food. You very little, unless you're doing heavy weightlifting or things like that. Then obviously you need more. But if you're just sitting around not doing much and you're clean, then no, you don't need a lot of food. Everything in balance. If you look at monkeys, which are close to humans, they eat half greens and half fruit, and that's what I believe is the best way to go. I mean, my smoothies are half green leafy things and half fruit and some herbs, but everything has its purpose. If you're only eating fruit, then you're missing what the green leafy things have to offer you. The chlorophyll, which is good for you. I mean, fiber and sugar is fine, but you're going to be missing out on what the other things have to offer. And you're going to start lacking in something at some point. And if you look at the people that are, strictly fruitarian, have a good look at them. They're losing their hair, they're losing their teeth, and I think they're losing their ability to smile and enjoy life. I don't see a lot of happy fruitarians.
Yes,
the ones that I see, they're always unhappy. They're angry at other people. They cut their people down. All they do is complain. They're not happy, and why? Why are they like that? I like to have fun. I like to feel good. I like to, have hair and teeth. Oh yeah, it's totally possible. My friend Matt did it for a while, but he had to see. The trick is, now this is rare, and I don't suggest people do this, but you have to be at a very, very high level to be able to do anything like this. And if you don't believe it, then obviously don't even. It's not going to work. You have to totally be at the right spiritual level. But my friend Matt went to Hawaii and lived in the jungle like a monkey for a year. He got his body so clean that after a while he didn't need food and he stopped eating. The only thing he did was he recycled his own urine, and that's all that he. So whatever came out of him, he put back in. But he never ate food for 4.5 months. And he lost weight, obviously, but his strength stayed the same. And he was working with some friends of mine, breaking up concrete. And there's a picture of him standing there after 4.5 months of not eating, and he's holding a piece of concrete in his hands that's like 1.5 meters long, probably weighed more than he did, and he was carrying it around. So the strength is still there. The life is, but you have to be really, really clean. And that's almost impossible in today's world. And that's not just physical. That's also emotional, mental, and spiritual. You have to be completely clean. And, that's like one person out of 10 million might be able to do that. Right? And nowadays it's difficult. I don't suggest people try it, but yes, it is possible. Yeah, it's suggested that 1 day a week you heck, even the Bible says to do it. It says 1 day a week, stop, don't do anything, don't eat, don't work, don't, just relax, just give your body a rest. You need to give your mind a rest, your body a rest, everything. And even for bodybuilding, it's interesting that if you take 1 day and fast and do nothing but water, the next day you come back twice as strong and your muscles grow twice as fast. So you actually get more results it's like 1 step back, 2 steps forward. And it gives your body a chance to clean and rest. And if you're constantly working and eating and stressing, your adrenals will burn out. Your adrenals are necessary for everything, including digestion and nutrient absorption and your sanity. So it's important that we give everything a rest at some point. And then somewhere in the year, it helps to maybe do a longer fast, for 3 days or a week, whatever. But it's important to take a break once in a while. As far as organic, do the best you can. If you can't, you can always get some hydrogen peroxide, mix it with water, and clean your vegetables and fruit with that. That'll neutralize the toxic stuff on the, pesticides, herbicides, and chemicals. Will get neutralized with hydrogen peroxide. It's advisable. I would say yes. Nature is very intelligent. It does things for a reason, and not to question it too much. Eat what you can locally and seasonally, and whatever. And then but that doesn't mean you have to be a slave to it. If the store is selling some pineapple that looks really good, then get it. Have some fun once in a while. But there's a reason why nature grows the things that it does at different times of year. The things that come out in the spring help you for the summer because it's hotter. There's more there's more water content, more sugar content, and things that help keep you hydrated during the summer when it's warm. And then in the winter, nature starts growing more mineral heavy things that keep you warmer in the winter. Things that have more natural oils in them. So it's there's like an intelligence to things, the reason the way they work and the way they do. Plus the things that come out in the fall, they last longer. The stuff that comes out in the spring and summer, they don't last very long. They go bad pretty quick. But that's because you're supposed to eat. But in the wintertime, when it snows and there's nothing growing, the stuff that you get in the fall lasts a long time, so it'll help you make it through the winter. So there's definitely a beautiful design to nature. There's a plan to it. So the more you can stick to that, the better. But again, there's no reason to not have some fun once in a while and eat some tropical fruits if you feel like it, if they're ripe and they look good. Like 7-8 years ago, when I was in Germany, raw food was very rare. People were not really talking about it much. And then when I started giving talks and the book came out and people started talking about it, within 3 years, every city in Germany now has a raw food day. The Germans really if they find something that works, they go with it. And I see this happening in other countries. America is slow. They're all about comfort and instant gratification and being lazy. So it's going to take forever over here. But other countries are a lot quicker. So, if anything is the truth, if it works, of course it's going to catch on. And I think the sicker someone else is, the more desperate someone is, the more open they are to alternative things. But this is the way every living thing on the planet eats and lives and always has. And it's the only way to end up again, to go back to where everything started and live the way nature intended. There is no other way. So it's inevitable that if we want to survive as a species, that we have to go back to the way we were designed to live. No other living thing on the planet cooks its food. No other living thing boils or microwaves or fries or changes anything. It just eats it, and that's it. And the more we change something before we eat it, the more problems we have. No other life form on the planet has diabetes or heart disease or any of these problems. So, it's inevitable. If yes, it will spread because it's the only way to really heal something. There is no other way. You can't do it with drugs or chemicals or surgery.